conservative, liberal, and other nonsense you are putting in your head. Like one-on-one. Like that one is normal. That's what you call politics of we. Now Yoruba will go to talk. So there is no point in you trying to see if you could force it down the Yoruba's throat to start seeing Tifnumbu or start seeing those who are calling him out. Everybody will call Tifnumbu out from all over Nigeria. But some of you are just so unfortunate that you decided to come and spoil that precious Yoruba name and that Yoruba's, long-held respect from all over the world. From all over, even as bad as Nigeria is, all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, they still have their own special respect for Yorubas or disdain. When they tell you that I don't like the Yorubas, it's simply because it's either they want to have what we have because they don't have what we have. Apart from that, Yorubas are considered as the most accommodating region in the entire Nigeria. We are the most accommodating. And the evidence is there. But you see this Olori Bruku that chooses to destroy Yoruba land and help the Fulani terrorists to continue to ravage our land. They want us to see it all the other way. So the advice is very simple, right? I support the creation of Yoruba nation, and I support the referendum that advocates for it. Now, if you think that you don't want to live in a country, you don't want to live with the Igbos anywhere, support the breakup of Nigeria. Let's first create Yoruba nation first so that we go face ourselves, okay? And we'll determine who is welcome and who is not welcome. Do you understand that? So don't waste your energy trying to see if you could make the Yorubas to defend Tifnumbu. Nobody will defend Tifnumbu. Tifnumbu is in charge of Nigeria. They are making decisions that are affecting the lives of millions of Nigerians. The North, the South, the East, the West, the Muslims, the Christians, the young, the old, the sick, the strong, the rich, the poor. Everybody from Nigeria is affected by this Tifnumbu's decision. If you are not an unfortunate soul, you will not want to make those who are the victims of Tifnumbu's and APC's destruction from all over Nigeria. You will not turn around and say, oh, they hate the Yorubas. We Yorubas must show them who are the we. It's not as if you have any special privilege that you are now getting that, oh, a Yoruba man is in charge. Electricity, you don't have. Education, you don't have. Healthcare, you don't have. Security, you don't have. Jobs, you don't have. What else do you really have that you can say you are enjoying and is making you so, so if you want the Igbos or the non-Yorubas to leave Lagos or leave the Yoruba land, then you need to support us to break up the contraption. And we know the trick. Majority of them in Lagos, guess what? As much as a majority of those who are ruining and destroying Lagos as well, they are not from Lagos. They are from other part of Yoruba land. They tell themselves that it is their right as Yorubas to run Lagos. And they are the people who are telling the rest of Yoruba land that Lagos is not part of Yoruba nation. Don't bring Lagos to your Yoruba nation. No. But when it is politically convenient for them, they will tell you, Yorubas, we must rally around and protect Lagos. But when it comes to the interest of the rest of Yoruba land, Lagos is not part of Yoruba land. We are not part of your Kiniko. Don't bring us to your, And that's how much the hypocrisy is. And if you think you have seen hypocrisy, let me show you Sonweku hosting Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan, they are no longer royals, okay? Officially, right? They do not have any official role or job with the royal family anymore. But in Nigeria, red carpet, everything, Prince Harry, Prince, and all that. Peak fooling, they call it. It's called peak fooling. But the prince is enjoying himself anyway. Once a prince, you always a prince, aren't you? Yeah, let's go to Lagos, where Sonweku is hosting Harry and Meghan on their last day on their Nigerian tour or trip.
Come back now. Photo. Sorry guys, sorry. Camera to the right. Guys, you're right, you're right. You're right, you're right. Sit to the right. Come here. No friends?
Photo, this photographer now.
Guys, just stay. Guys, stay.
Can you figure it out?
Camera to the right.
Thank you.
Guys, you're right, you're right. You're right, you're right.
Thank you very much.
This is the part of the
Fantastic.
Steps, yeah?
Yes,
To how they well get them successfully into the Welcome to India.
Ari, Shogbo Yoruba. Wherever you see Sanwo-Iku, just know that he's a murderer. Yes, he's a murderer. And he confessed to that in public when he confessed that he called the Nigerian army to the Lekki toll gate on the 20th of October 2020, where over 100 innocent people were slaughtered and their bodies taken away, denied, and all that. So he's a murderer. Ari, Meghan, in case if you see this video, you just met a murderer. And that's why we call him a Sanwo-Iku. He is a murderer. And then, including the Bokuwari, the one that gave the order. These are killers, murderers. I'll say that in anywhere. I'll say that anywhere. Trust me. Because when I talk about murderers, in Nigeria, murderers, killers, money launderers, they are rewarded, never punished. They never punished. Remember that the man that supervised the killings, the starvation or the starving of over 5 million women and children and civilians, a genocide against the Igbos that came back later to say, no winner, no vanquish. I'm talking about Gowon. Like if you are looking at successful murderers in Nigeria who have been rewarded, and unfortunately, Kama didn't really catch up. He lives very old, ripe age of over 80 now. That's Gowon. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up tonight with this historical video. And this was the moment in 1970 1971 or so, when another murderer, a genocidist, Muritala Muhammad, took over from the biggest genocidist in Nigeria history, Yakubu Gowon. He was at a meeting in Kampala, Addis Ababa, I think it's at Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, or is it Kampala, Uganda? It doesn't matter. This was kept on record when he was told, Alai, you are here as the president from Nigeria, but unfortunately, you are no longer the president. Somebody else has taken over, another murderer. Well, that moment in history remained golden, and his reaction that follows. You've seen this before, yeah? Now see it again.
Them together, they show and they gave very good coverage. I appreciate this very much. And with regard to the black peoples all over the world, I think
comment from you, sir. We heard that there have been overthrows. Have you heard this?
I've seen the various in the Reuters reports. Yes. Look, I've got no comments to make at this stage, okay? You are going to continue attending this meeting? All right, you can go in if you want. You can go in. You can go in.
General, will you lead the conference?
Just nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Je ne comprends pas. I'm sorry. Well, honestly, it's just a trouble news. We'll wait and see what happens.
You still call make no mistake.
So, okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, this is a statement by me on the situation in Nigeria. From all indication, a new government has been established in Nigeria. I wish to state that I, on my part, have also accepted the change and pledged my full loyalty to my nation, to my country, and the new government. Therefore, in the overall interest of the nation and our beloved country, I appeal to all concerned to cooperate fully with the new government and ensure the preservation of peace, unity, and the stability of our dear motherland. As a Nigerian, I am prepared to serve my country in any capacity which my country may consider appropriate. I am a professional soldier, and I can do any duty that I am called upon to do. May I take this opportunity to thank all the people of Nigeria and friends of Nigeria for the support and cooperation that you all gave me during my tenure of office, and call upon you all to give the new government of our nation the same support and cooperation in the interest of our beloved country. Long live one united, happy and prosperous Nigeria. Long live the Organization of African Unity. May God bless you all. Now, gentlemen, may I say this, according to Shakespeare said, all the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, unquote, quote, unquote. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm quite sure you will pardon me if I cannot answer any more of your questions. I wish you all the best of luck, but please pray and look up to Nigeria for me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Don't you worry. You will find out. It's all right. Well, cheerio to all of you. Okay? Goodbye.
Madman. He was putting up an act. After that video, he attempted, to return to power twice until he finally had to go to London. And he lived in London in exile for a very long time until Shagari came also and pardoned a lot of them and told them to come back, including the return of Odumegu Ojukwu as well. History, right there. You see how young he was? That was the 29th of July, 1975, the day that a genocidist that was later killed, like a rabid dog, a mad dog. He was killed like a piece of shit that he was. Muritala Muhammad, a genocidist to the core, somebody that was supposed to actually be hung, for killing harmless civilians alone. But he got rewarded. He became head of state, but he got killed, I think 6 months or so after. Like a piece of shit that he was. No apologies. Your heroes are not heroes. They are villains. They are criminals. You just need to read your history. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I think we should take calls. But can I ask us, like, for example, now we are currently over, almost 1,800 of us on YouTube and possibly over 100 as well on Facebook. If you haven't liked this broadcast, could you go on now? Go on then. So what happened is that if we can take it to 1,000, it will be great. But I will be back to take calls. I'll go mix up my tea again. Refill. It's called refill. Don't go anywhere.
What shall I say? unto the Lord.
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
thank you, Lord.
Thank you,
We can deliver,
Yes, thank you, Lord. I have a caller. Hello there.
Hello, my Baba.
Irumole. How are you, Baba?
Let me say that, brother. Weekend.
Well, we thank God, though.
I'm a good care of my children. No, they.
We are good, Baba. Thank you.
I just make a branch. Making sorry, yeah, wale.
Yeah.
How are you to bet no matter so relax?
Well, you are the first caller.
Thank you very much. Brother, thank you very, very much for all your good job. And God will strengthen you. When I do small, about me, I'm sorting it on. I like to lọ ṣe pátá, lọ gbá bọ́ọ̀, ìgbà tí ń gbọ́ràn, àwọn ọmọ burúkú ló ń gbá bọ́ọ̀ ń gbà ẹ̀. Táwọn neighbors bá kéde ẹ̀rọ wọn dára fẹjọ́ sùn. Tó bá ti ń do ní nínà bíbáwí, my father talk one thing, go say, àwọn ìjọ ìta, ọlọ́run, àmọ́ yìí ò lè gbọ́ràn. My father go say, no, má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bá a sọ pé kọ́lọ́run jẹ́ kó gbọ́. Nítorí tó bá gbọ́ ló máa wúlò fún.
That's right.
So that means say God go let them hear. So because if they hear all your talk, I ain't go they use
For their own good.
to them for their own good. So sorry, the last time where I calling, I was talking about I said, come. When the baby go enter body, they no go tell anybody. These people will come out by themselves. So it never begin happen. You understand me?
That's right.
Later, I begin see for the comment section. Some people begin type some word. It's like, your generation. Because I said I'm in my early 50s. Yeah, your generation is you people that spoil this, that do this, that. Me, I be victim for Nigeria. Now Nigeria kill my mama, kill my papa. I be victim. So I just they look at this comment. I just they laugh with these people. They don't know what they're saying. You understand me? Because to me, what is happening in Nigeria, I've never seen anywhere in the world, as far as I'm concerned. Even the country that war is going on, those things that happen in Nigeria is not normal again. When you saw a last man hanging on the bonnet of a car, we're not even saying, okay, what the driver did is right or is wrong. But the first thing first is the safety of him himself. As you said yesterday, I'm telling you, because even some of his colleagues, his senior boss, whatever entitlement that belongs to the children and the wife, he will be the one to collect it. Shingbai will not reach his family. So those things you are saying is for his own good, but you still see some mad people, you understand me, on this social media of a thing. They start saying all kinds of words. It's Nigeria now. Why would that man do that? We're not talking about, we didn't say what the driver did is wrong or is right. But a normal human being on his right senses, when you jump in front of that way, on top of how much? Even if you want to take 10,000 or 20,000 naira from him, okay, for example, let's assume that he didn't even die. At the end of the day, the guy applies brake and he fell down. The guy now climbs his 2 legs. He will end up in Bobby. They will amputate his 2 legs. Nothing.
Then they will employ another person to replace him.
That is it. You understand me? So
why would you risk your life jumping on a bonnet and all that? Which kind of work is that? What kind of mentality is that? Who are you doing it for?
That is why I say that is really madness. Baba psycho buruku nìyẹn.
I tell you.
You understand me? As in psycho gidi èèyàn tí. Well, my don't let me be surprised.
Which level of your life would you be at? Okay, that you are now working for the road safety. You are a road safety official, and you jump on the bonnet of a car. What level? What level of low would you be at your life that your life won't really matter to you anymore, to the point that you have to take such risk in the name of I'm working? If somebody is not mad, I'll take another one.
So, my regards to